Hello, my name is Anthony Trainey, and in today's episode of Automating Your Company with doForms, I want to discuss one of the most powerful features of doForms, and one that is unique to the doForms data collection platform. Several companies make it possible to build mobile forms. However, most form companies only focus on building simple paper conversions for basic data collection. Problems arise when customers need to manipulate data collected from multiple forms, or they need access to data that is constantly being updated by others throughout the day. This is where the doForms retrieve and modify functions provide powerful technology that let any doForms form builder take control of how data is processed and utilized on the back end. These features were created when a major wireless network needed to distribute thousands of tablets to a group of people on behalf of a customer. They initially sent out a crew of people, each armed with a list of all the tablet recipients. If you were on the list, you received a tablet. The problem is, people were approaching multiple team members and walking away with multiple tablets. They needed to resolve this problem quickly. doForms analyzed the situation and rapidly built two new doForms functions. The first function allowed the customer to create a centralized list that is stored in the doForms cloud in a form-based data source. The second function made it possible for the doForms form to automatically change the status of that person back in the cloud in real time to received, adding to the record the date, the time, and the crew member that provided the equipment. Now, when a recipient approached a crew member, their doForms form was able to retrieve the status of that individual from the cloud in real time based on their recipient ID number. If the status was available, a tablet was provided. But if the status came back as received, they would be denied a second tablet. Problem solved. So what is a form-based data source? In doForms, you can simply upload data from an Excel or CSV document to be used in a form, or you can create a form and then submit or import data into that form. This basically populates a new submission for each record of the data you upload. You can now use the doForms View Data tab to add, edit, or delete records. This eliminates the need for customers to manage their data in spreadsheets and CSV files and then have to re-upload that file just to update their data. As an example, a customer could create a price sheet form that has the fields product ID, description, and price. They can upload their current pricing data or just use the View Data tab to manually add records. Once the price sheet data is in a form-based data source, it can be edited. You can add new products, and you can also remove products easily right in the doForms web portal. Even more important, any change to any product automatically triggers the mobile device to download the latest data available. A form-based data source can now be modified with data from another form, and a record in a form-based data source can also be retrieved in real time from a mobile form. This provides the user with the most current and accurate information possible. The problem with mobile form-only companies is that they are limited in what can be done by the form builder versus a developer. As an example, to track inventory, a form-only company could build a form to collect data that 8 items were sold. However, they would need a developer to build a database to store the current quantities on hand for that item. Furthermore, they would have to build another program to edit that quantity on hand, reflecting the sale once the sales form was received. This drastically increases the time, cost, and complexity to build a simple inventory solution. With doForms, the form builder can do it all. To build a form, like in the inventory example above, first you would need to create your inventory form with the following fields: product ID, description, quantity on hand, last transaction timestamp, last transaction by, and last transaction type. Then build a form for auditing your inventory. Use it to count how much product is on hand. The form will then update that inventory record. If a record for that product does not exist, a record will automatically be created for you and then populated. The result of the audit is an accurate inventory of your products stored in the doForms cloud. Next, build another form for receiving new product into inventory. This form will allow you to add new products or increase the quantity on hand for existing products. Finally, build a sales invoice. You can add a feature to this form that allows a salesperson to retrieve the current quantity on hand of any product to ensure they have enough product to fill that order. Using the doForms table container, you can easily build a multi-row invoice allowing them to sell as many products as needed. Simply check off the Dynamically Add Rows option on your table, and doForms will automatically add a row to your invoice table each time the last row is utilized. Once the form is submitted, the system will look at each row in your table and reduce the quantity on hand of that product in your inventory. It's just that simple to create powerful solutions in doForms. Add to this our ability to create custom order forms that you can place on your website, Warehouse pick list forms, shipping labels, barcode labels, and our ability to scan barcodes, there is no inventory problem that you can't solve with doForms. Retrieve and Modify has revolutionized the mobile forms industry. Customers are building time management systems, asset tracking systems, merchandising and delivery systems, and they are creating real-time dashboards giving management timely and accurate information when they need it the most. At doForms, we say, why only build a mobile form when you can just as easily build a solution? To learn how to do more with doForms, contact us for a free trial at 855-DoForms or via email at sales@doforms.com. To request training and design assistance, please contact us via email at support@doforms.com. Thank you for watching, and check back again soon for more great content about automating your company with doForms.